as we head into the final stretch of the season, there are some very important games, and there are some positions that need to be settled. And for the South Cotabato Warriors, including Mark Cruz, they are gunning for good position, home court advantage to say the least in the playoffs. Ryan Suwalman and the Sarangani Marlins are just looking to finish strong ang kanilang season dito sa ating 2024 MPBL regular season. And right now, these two teams will go at it dito sa Brenzigiao Convention Center. Magandang gabi po mga kaliga. So they have two pass kasama si Christian Luanzon. Of course, Sidney Crespo is at courtside. And South Cotabato was in action last Monday. They lost to Pampanga. But there are a few signs na nakita mo that they can actually compete against one of the best teams in the league.
No, they gave Pampanga a run for their money in that game, and they only lost by 8 at the half. It was only a 1-point game, but I thought that was still a good game for them, even though it resulted as a loss. Maganda dito, galing sila sa talo, sigurado ako gustong bumawi niyan.
Oo, and syempre, titingnan muna natin ang team standings natin sa South just to to show everyone where each team stands. And this is how important this game is for South Cotabato. They still have a shot, an outside chance at number 2. But 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7 are separated by just 2 losses.
Up for grabs, obviously, in second spot because Zamboanga at 16 wins, medyo aasa na sila siguro, na they would be in a slump. But to your point, they can't go on the slump themselves, because if that happens, they could find themselves maybe at the 8th spot if they head into that slump, because lahat nga dikit-dikit tulad nung nakita natin.
Oh, and we talked about that game against Pampanga. South Cotabato falling short against the defending champions, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan. And at least they competed very well. Actually, so titingnan mo, it was a game where they sort of prepared very well. Came up with a few schemes. Had one player assigned at Justin Baltasar to give him a few problems defensively, but again, too much firepower here for Pampanga.
And the player you're referring to defensively was Marwin Jonicio. From pretty much the start up to the end of the ball game. You look at the numbers right here. They allowed 40 free throws, but Pampanga only shot the ball 65%. This was the type of game wherein Pampanga had to grind it out. That third quarter, though, played a big difference to the outcome of this game, wherein Pampanga was able to score 30 points, carried by Igilos, Concepcion, and Baltasar. 23 of those 30 points. Fourth quarter, both teams had 15 points. But, Kyle Tolentino struggled in shooting the basketball, end up with a double-double, 15 and 10. I thought one of his more matured games this season, and they're gonna need that more from him.
Sarangani naman ang pag-uusapan natin. They came up with a big upset last Saturday as they stunned itong the Davao Occidental Tigers 67-61 dun sa Palayan City in Nueva Ecija. You gotta like what you saw from Sarangani. They missed their leading scorer, Ryan Sual. They also missed J-Mark Pagliari, but coming up with some big plays down the stretch to upset itong Davao.
So this was a nip and tuck affair, and maganda pa rito, Sarangani pretty much you could say was in control the whole game, because all quarter scoring they were ahead heading into the second quarter, halftime, third, and even the final score was tied. 4 minutes left at 55. Diputado, best player of the game in that game against Davao, had 9 of his 11 points in the fourth, and then Marvin Hayes, capped off the dying minutes, the last few minutes, with 4 free throws, which allowed them to win by 6. 3-point shooting played a big part. Obviously, Marvin Hayes had a 3-pointer in the last 1 minute and 20 in that game, and they're gonna need that from him. And that's something quite odd to say, because Marvin is not the typical go-to guy, but in this team, it looks like that he is.
Yeah,
him and Sual.
Yes, inaasahan siya dyan sa team na yan. Meanwhile, let's go to Miguel Pere for the starting lineups.
Forward number 10, Christian Fajarito. Starting at center number 5, Larry Rodriguez. 2 guard number 15, Enzo Hosson. And at 1 guard number 9, the Ant-Man, Mark Cruz. Their head coach is Elvis Tolentino. Assistant coaches Boying Diloy, Ramon Pido, Apple Coronado, Peter Deliguero, and Rod Tolentino. Team manager is Merman Flores. Team owner is Michael Pacquiao. Now, the starting 5 for Sarangani Marlins. Starting at guard number 30, Charles Caliano. Also at guard number 7, Jomar Madayag. At center number 13, Koy Alves. Forward number 22, Yuki Kawamura. And the other forward number 3, Marvin Hayes. Their head coach is Master J.K. John Calios. Assistant coaches Gilbert Cole, Joshua Inocentes, Jeffrey Cleofas, Jock Labrador, and John Comarubias. Team manager is architect Andrew Pelarmino. Reference for this ball game, Maguchi Pekmaratis.
Starting 5 is brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Mark Cruz, Enzo Hosso, and Larry Rodriguez. Christian Fajarito and Val Acuña for South Cotabato. Sarangani naman starts with Charles Caliano, Jomar Madayag, Koy Alves, Marvin Hayes, and Yuki Kawamura. Our officiating crew, Edmar Avis, Julius Tikio, Ryan Conanan, and our substitute referee, Michael Kinay. Ball is up, and we are underway. South Cotabato will get the first crack. And Mark Cruz, good to see him healthy. Fajarito lays it in for 2. Fajarito has missed the last 2 games, and he gets the first basket for the Warriors. Laking bagay sana to nung kung nakalaro to against Pampanga.
Oh, definitely. You get an extra body, a guy who could, give up maybe at least 4 fouls on a struggling Justin Baltasar that night. Now, obviously, it's funny that we say that as both teams off to a good start offensively, hitting their first baskets. Justin Baltasar, that night, even with a struggle, 21 points, 18 rebounds for him. And we say struggle because he only shot the ball less than 38% and was, 53% at the line. But, to your point, yeah, Fajarito, that could have made a difference in that game.
I'm not sure if I saw Jammer Hamito in that game as well.
Wala rin.
So dalawang big man ang wala nung game na yun. Madayag, full speed ahead. Hayes kicks it out to Kawamura. Down low, Madayag, easy 2.
Everybody caught ball watching instead of communicating, because even though you're the smallest guy on the floor, if you're close at the rim, there's always a lot of pressure there, especially if the ball finds you. Easy 2 for him. Steal.
Couple of turnovers here for South Cotabato. Early on, Charles Caliano. Alves now with Kawamura. Launches the 3. Also with the rebound. Acuña. Larry Rodriguez, top of the key, and he knocks it down. He hit a couple of threes as well.
He did, yeah, that's why.
Against Pampanga.
I told him before the game, you should shoot more, because he reminds me of, at this point of his career, he reminds me of Al Horford, as Marvin Hayes, another much improved three-point shooter, because Al Horford used to shoot back in his Atlanta days, mid-range jumpers, and then would usually drop on ball screens. But the reason why he's still in the league and just won a championship recently, because, sumabay siya sa pag-evolve ng laro.
That's true.
Extending his range, and also defensively able to switch on ball screens. And that's a lot of value nowadays in the world of basketball. Hindi lang sa NBA, but really around the world.
And right now, the situation calls for it. Para dito kay Larry Rodriguez.
If you're a big and then you give your team that ability to switch. Pag yung team nyo nakakapag-switch sa depensa, that means hindi na kailangan mag-rotate, no, of two players into one, whether it's a drive or a certain action, which allows you or increases the percentage of a stop defensively. At gusto ng mga coaches yun. Touchdown for Hoson.
Nag-reach in pa si Caliano, and then that leads to a possible three-point play. Fast break of the game is brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Hoson will shoot the bonus.
Enzo Hoson in the last game had 9 points on 80% shooting in less than 25 minutes on play. Couple rebounds, 1 assist. If you remember in that game, he had a quiet, solid game, was a recipient of a lot of easy layups from, Ant-Man. Ito si Mark Cruz, who finished with 9 points and 10 assists in that game.
I don't think Enzo Hoson is good for just 5 shots in that game.
Oh, definitely. He has to take at least 10 minimum. The way he's been playing since he was with, Marikina, he is just a much improved scorer at this point of his career.
Big rebound para kay Marvin Hayes. 9-8 ang ating score here. Kawamura. Bigay kay Marvin Hayes. Si Fajarito nakabantay. No problem para kay Marvin Hayes. 7 points para kay Marvin Hayes, the veteran, stepping up here for the Marlins early on.
The veteran who still looks like in his late 20s. Kondisyon yung katawan, no? Batak na batak.
Acuna. Ito, batak din. Val Acuna. Nice to see Val Acuna also starting his coaching career at New Era.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's a New Era. Oh. Malapit sa amin yun.
With Coach Den Velez. A great block there by Mark Cruz. Kawamura.
I bet the first mandatory ni Val Acuna sa kanyang players, lahat kayo kailangan may shooting. Kailangan ma-develop yung shooting. Pero tulad nito, transition. Teardrop shot. Shot nitong si Hoson. Pasok, ginamit pa ang board.
Another fast break here for South Cotabato. Hoson.
Ganda.
Ganda ng pag-set ng kanyang paa. Using that jump stop. Medyo advance yung kaliwa para makabanda. Timeout muna tayo. 13-11. Lamang ang South Cotabato. Larry Rodriguez against Pampanga, 13 points. As we mentioned, couple of three-pointers, 7 rebounds and 2 steals para kay Larry Rodriguez.
He was quite effective in that game, because matchup-wise, offensively, nakabantay sa kanya si Baltasar. So, he hit a few shots to start the game, which allowed Baltasar, to extend out defensively. That's why they were in the thick of things until that third quarter where Pampanga exploded for 30 points and was able to create an 8-point lead and then eventually win by 8. As Marvin Hayes continues to sizzle. What a start for him offensively.
9 of his 13, of Sarangani's 13 coming from Marvin Hayes inside Amito for 2. Jammer Hamito. Boy, did they miss him in that game against Pampanga.
Surely did. Shot sa kasi Fajarito.
Marvin Hayes for 3. Cruz with a rebound. Bullet pass to Enzo Hoson.
This is the advantage of Enzo Hoson playing at the 2 spot, because it relieves you of the ball handling duties, and at the same time, you run the outside lane more after a miss from the defensive end and allows you to get layups eventually tulad ng mga nakikita natin all throughout the season. Alves, fake handoff. Parang yung idol mo, Draymond Green. Mr. Warrior.
Actually, Larry Rodriguez, the shooter.
Tignan mo. Well, we all know he can shoot from 15 to 18 feet. He's a knockdown from that range. Pero yung pag-extend niya sa 3 points, ang laking bagay yan. Feeling ko ma-extend yung career niya laro. Maybe 1 or 2 more years.
Good to see Larry Rodriguez find his range early.
Duty foul. May papasok na player. Nagpasab si Marvin.
Ang ganda lang kasi doon lang siya pumapwesto na eh. Yung kanyang pwesto doon sa top of the key. Play of the game. Brought to you by Suzuki. Good pass paling kay Mark Cruz to Enzo Hoson for that finish. Chris Domapig is in the game. Kapalit si Larry Rodriguez. Mark Cruz kicks it out to Enzo Hoson. 8 seconds of shot clock. Enzo spins. Labas kay Amito. Jammer. Not the best offensive sequence for South Cotabato. Play will continue here. Rev Diputado. We mentioned 9 of his 11 points in the fourth quarter against Davao. Charles Caliano. Destacamento fires a 3. That won't go. Diputado picks up his dribble. Labas kay Alves. He gets it back. Diputado. Alves providing the pick. Alves, the push shot is good. Ganda na pasensya ng Sarangani dun,
I was about to say, Sarangani, we all know, we've seen rather, Marvin Hayes shoot the ball extremely well. At the same time, yung execution nila offensively, ang ganda sa simula ng laro.
20-17. 2 minutes remaining. Lars Sunga. Atake si Lars, trying to go glass. That won't drop. Rebound, South Cotabato. Mark Cruz. Cruz, baseline.
Mahirap na pasa.
But Hosso was available sa corner. So Hoson, Calvo, Tolentino come in para kay Lorde, Calvo, and Tolentino are in the game for Acuna, Cruz, and Hoson. Diputado uses the Alves pick. Coy gets it back. Time down to 10 seconds, a shot clock. Lars Sunga, travel.
Makakapasok lang, no? Ito si Kyle Tolentino, pero he was the one responsible for that turnover by Sarangani, putting pressure on the ball. Sunga eventually traveled.
Yeah, interesting here for South Cotabato, yung apat nilang guardia sa rotation nila. No, as Nico Ilorde launches and hits the 3.
Well, that's a nice play because it was a pin down and etong si Kyle Tolentino, his defender top locking him. He slips her back doors in a good read by Ilorde, and you were saying?
Yeah, puro lahat point guard. Yung kanilang backcourt rotation. Hoson usually is a point guard. Mark Cruz is a point guard. Ilorde is a point guard. Calvo is a point guard.
Right. Pero mukhang let's not forget, Coach Elvis Tolentino
is a point guard.
Is a point guard. Not only a counselor, he's a champion also. The last, CSB champion team, he was a part of that.
Yes.
Which was 25 years ago, I believe. 24 years ago, 2000, no?
Yeah, 2000.
Sunday special. And kitang-kita, no, sa first 2 groups ni Coach Elvis, naka 2 guard siya.
Yep.
To your point.
Shot clock expires on Sarangani.
Pero, matitibay naman yung mga ano niya.
And here, like,
Yung mga gwardiya niya.
3.2 seconds now. Calvo.
Wala.
And that should do it. First quarter, South Cotabato scoring heavily on the fast break. Dominating the boards and really just capitalizing on fast break opportunities. Always looking to push. Enzo Hoson, solid start to this ball game. But speaking of solid, matindi itong ginagawa ni Marvin Hayes so far, into double figures in the first quarter. He's got
short.
A point short of double figures, 9 para kay Marvin Hayes. But South Cotabato on top, 25-17. First quarter scores brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. The standing, GameX.
Welcome back to the MPBL. Coach Elvis Tolentino focused on the silver lining after facing the defending champions. He noted that their first half performance was solid after being able to contain Pampanga, but eventually nanggigil na daw sila. He also expressed his respect to the players of Pampanga. Nakitang-kita mo daw ang consistency sa kanilang system. Kaya he emphasized that against top teams, the little details make all the difference. For tonight, nagbabalik na nga sina Christian Pajarito at Bala Cunha to help, pero wala sina Marwin Dionisio na may lagnat at Jervy Cruz. Coach Elvis reminds his team, dangerous pa rin itong Sarangani, lalo na they just defeated the veteran squad of Davao. Back to our panel.
Maraming salamat, Sid. Some good insights there from Coach Elvis as gathered by Sydney. Little details. Christian Luanzon, yun yung laging binabatay ng mga coaches natin. 10 of 18 for South Cotabato. Sarangani, 8 of 19. And also that, gives you encouragement as even with a loss to the defending champions.
Totoo yan, no? Pero not so much encouragement on the sidelines. Hindi natuwa si Coach Elvis doon sa huling tinira ni Kyle.
Calvo, bank shot para kay Jammer Hamito.
I was about to say, because I saw Coach Elvis signal for a basket timeout situation kung hindi sila nakashoot. And you would think coaches usually babawiin yung tawag na yun, no? Dahil kakashoot lang sa fast break ni Hamito, pero hindi, itutuloy pa rin niya. Seems like he wants to drive to a point pagdating ng timeout.
Diputado, Lars Sunga, shot clock down. Ooh, good defense by South Cotabato.
This should be a layup. It's got to be at least an unsportsmanlike foul. I don't think there's any play for the ball. Tulak lang ang tinawag.
Coach Elvis, as we mentioned, not happy. He did not call a timeout in the first quarter. So
they're going to review this. Sorry about that.
Oh, he's got 2. And
I think this is going to be upgraded.
Baka i-upgrade to, no? As we go into the break. This fan of the game is brought to you by Jinky Skin, Mitch Del Carmen Elorde, better half of our guest at the free throw line, Nico Elorde. hindi na-upgrade.
Oo. Ang ganda rin ng timing talaga ng production natin, no? Pinakita yung better half habang nagfe-free throw yung isang kalahati.
Marunong yan.
Galing. Sama ko nga rin yung better half ko. Minsan.
Pwede. Sunga tries to drive against Tolentino.
A little drive to post move by Sunga and step through. Binuksan yung depensa. Ito si Tolentino.
Tolentino inside. He misses. Put back kay Jammer Hamito.
Not happy with the miss was Tolentino on the offensive rebound, but still keeping that ball alive. Hamito cleans it up.
Meron na siyang 8 puntos. Jammer Hamito. Benji Jimenez.
Former St. Clair, right?
Yeah.
Daming produkto talaga niya, no? Coach Gino Manansala. We have yet to see Ryan Suwal, tama ba?
Wala pa. Elorde. Using some contact there to get some separation. Dumapig. Rises and puts it in for 2. Namamagana yung lamang dito ng South Cotabato. Lead is up to 12.
And they're punishing Sarangani's lack of bigs inside. Points in the paint. 16 of the 33 points. Maganda dito yung 3-point shooting nila. Maganda-ganda rin. 4 of 7.
Yeah, actually made all of them in the first quarter. Dalawa dyan. Kay Larry Rodriguez.
I was about to say his nickname. Pero I'm just gonna keep that to myself. Sa amin na lang yan.
No, huwag mo na sabihin.
Oo, wag na.
Galiano wants it against Elorde. Diputado to Hayes. Hayes. Oh, Sunga with a putback. I don't think that.
Wala na yun. Oo.
Shot clock violation. 33-21. Ayun, no?
Wala na eh. Even before he got the rebound.
Nag-umilaw na.
Mabigat doon, pati yung stats ng rebound, hindi mo nakuha.
Calvo.
Pass.
Ganda ng teamwork. Galing sa South Cotabato.
Very important offensively that you read where the tag is coming from, because you can find the open spots inside, especially if your teammates know where you are. Tulad doon, Dumapik, alam na alam kung nasan si Hamito.
Caliano.
Or vice versa.
Yeah. Caliano inside. He gets the bounce.
See how Hamito is running the floor. Establishes a post presence on that primary.
Elorde swings it over to Calvo. JP misses the 3.
Contested shot.
Arsunga doesn't have the numbers.
That's a foul.
A blocking foul on Elorde.
Sinalo ng balikat. This was the play. A little pick and pop. You see tumag yung tao sa ibabaw, no? And nobody dropping from the weak side. Pagtag ni Marvin Hayes as he was guarding Hamito, somebody should drop down from the weak side. Ganun ang mangyayari pag wala. Libreng-libre.
The first free throw para kay Lars Sunga goes down. Sunga has been solid ever since he joined Sarangani during the free agency window. Sa mga inaasahan ni Coach John Callis with 4 points in the ball game. Tolentino down low to Hamito. Dumapig. Calvo. Tolentino. Long 2 is good.
Very important for a shooting guard to know when you're open before you get the pass, because that allows you to set your feet. Tulad ng nakita natin kay Tolentino. That's why it was a catch and shoot on the run from the block all the way to the short corner.
So binabatayan ni Tolentino. Great defense galing kay Kyle. And that's triggers the break here. Calvo. dumapig. Tolentino. One dribble pull-up is good para kay Kyle Tolentino. Quick 4 points para kay Kyle, and that forces a timeout para kay Coach John Calios. The Warriors are up by 14. Back-to-back baskets from Kyle Tolentino. And he was a defense and really just a more mature scorer, as you mentioned, after that performance against Pampanga.
Totoo yan.
Timeout muna tayo. We'll be right back. Tolentino had 15 points, but it took him 17 shots to go with the 10 rebounds and 3 steals. 13 in the second half for Kyle. I think efficiency should be something that he should work on, but right now we're seeing some progress from Kyle Tolentino.
Well, here's the thing, because we covered that game, and this is the part where the analytics, they say something, but it doesn't tell the whole story. Yung larong yun, those 17 shots, from what I remember, siguro isa o dalawa lang at most yung pinilit niya ron eh. It was just a tough night for him offensively, but the shot selection, from what I remember, it was there.
Yeah.
Right? That's why, nasabi natin yun sa kanya, especially compared, to his, season last year. Ano ba ngayon? Third season niya na ba to?
Yeah.
Third season, especially when he came in the league, wherein he would just jack up shots as soon as he comes in the ball game. Tulad nun, panira yon kasi libre siya. Pero maganda kasi dito kay Kyle, aside from being a more matured scorer, mas mature na siya as a player. Defensively, I think he's a better player now, and we've seen it a lot of times in this game alone, defending the post. Etong si Sunga, and staying active. I see his body language as well has matured. Before, he used to react on almost everything on the floor. And to me, those are signs of maturity.
Pacquiao coming in, and really good decisions, on the...
So matured, may bumisita pa sa kanya. Okay. That's stretching. Okay.
Okay, let's focus on the game.
Okay.
South Cotabato up by 12 here. Elorde gives it up to Calvo.
Pero nagustuhan mo yun, Nagustuhan mo yun.
Nagustuhan ko yung pasa. Yung 3 points si JP Calvo. It's really good to see him back here in the MPBL.
Right.
Nakita na cover natin ito, Nabotas pa lang eh.
Totoo.
And Nabotas has not been in the league for, 3 seasons now?
Oo nga eh. Di ba doon dati rin si Marvin Taiwan, as you see, Tolentino, top of the K3.
Doon siya dati, Marvin Taiwan.
Right?
They're
Coach Gabby yan eh, kung di ako nagkakamali. Nung unang taon, first
actually,
two.
Nung unang taon si Coach Elvis.
Coach Elvis, before he went to Marikina.
Inside Caliano. Takbo ulit ang South Cotabato. Ooh, pass was too low for JP. Yan ang matindi. Mababa pa kay JP Calvo. Kahit maliit si JP Calvo.
Yung pasa.
3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Kyle Tolentino up to 7 points in the ball game. And natatawa ako eh.
Bakit
kasama eh. Wait, akala ko cue card eh. Ano pala? Pabati pala. boy Rayfer, happy birthday. Andyan sa OB van natin. Quick hands there by Calvo. JP Calvo misses the left-handed scoop. Delmar Mahaling with the stick back.
Jed Madayag did his job by forcing the miss kay Calvo on the contest. But nobody boxing out Mahaling for the offensive rebound.
Kawamura draws the foul. And lead is up to 17 now with 2:11 remaining. So Kawamura at the line.
Pero nagbago ba siya ng apelido? Kasi nakalagay sa jersey niya.
Sorry. That's San Felipe. Kabuhok lang. Zach San Felipe.
Okay.
I'm not wearing my glasses. I should be wearing it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Si San Felipe na.
You know, I thought, because rarely, and I say this as a compliment, rarely do you make a mistake.
With the names?
Yeah. Okay. So, in my head, when you said that, this might have been a Ron Artest to Meta World Peace situation.
No.
Okay. Or baka nagpalit ng citizenship from Japanese to Filipino, as you see a 3-point play coming up for South Cotobato.
Sorry, Zach San Felipe and Yukiko. And actually, ito matindi.
Okay.
Nagpagupit na si Kawamura.
So magkamukha.
Iba na yung buhok niya.
Oo.
Dati kasi pareho silang mahaba ang buhok.
Okay.
And that from this area to the free throw line, it's all blurred to me, my friend.
Okay. So hindi lang ako yung may kata. Ikaw rin.
Only 2 years ago, it was clear. Now it's not. San Felipe. They go to Marvin Hayes. Hayes, trap. Great defense there. Tatlo nakabatay kay Marvin Hayes, pero may mapipituan ng foul. Lakas din ng katawan ni Marvin Hayes. Nabuhat yung ilang kamay dun sa loob.
Well, he was really determined that time to score the basketball, considering that, you know, they've been quite of a bind the last few minutes. But their problem really, more than scoring the basketball, is on the defensive end. 25 points, allowing 25 in the first quarter. And now, with 1:26 remaining, 24 points na itong South Cotobato. That's just too much. Anytime you allow even a professional team to score 20 after one quarter in a 40-minute basketball game, masyado mataas yun.
12 points now para kay Marvin Hayes. 5 of 8 from the field. Maylan Landicho getting some playing time. Landicho. Ano to? OG Jensen Warriors to.
Oo nga.
Bigtisan tres ni Pacquiao.
Siya at saka si Mahaling, di ba?
Oo.
Meron silang ano dati.
Si Daryl Guloran.
Hindi, may isa pa.
Masaglang?
Masaglang.
Oo.
Yung medyo super jump shot din.
Oo,
diba?
si Ping Masaglang.
Masaglang.
I think he's been listed
in the lineup.
In the lineup, no? Hindi pa pinapasok so far. Second block there by King Destacamento. Madayag on the move. John Madayag misses the layup. 13 seconds differential game clock and shot clock. Mahaling swings it over to Val Acuna. Acuna down low to Pacquiao. Mahaling with a finger roll. Kaya mo yun, yung finger roll na yun?
Hindi. Fade away ang bagsak ko nun.
52-33, 19 points. This is the biggest lead of South Cotabato.
Ang mabigat dun, dapat makita sa replay, parang look away finger roll.
Fade away finger roll eh. Destacamento fires. And that's short. 2 quarters down in this South Division matchup between Sarangani and South Cotabato. And Marvin Hayes tried his best, but his team, the Sarangani Marlins, down by 19 at the break. The top scorers for South Cotabato, Jammer Hamito with 10. Cal Tolentino with 7 and Enzo Hoson with 7. So 24 points combined for that trio. Para kay Coach Elvis Tolentino, and they will go into the break up by 19. This halftime score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Welcome back to the MPBL. Nandito pa rin tayo sa Brentiguao Convention Center para sa ating Friday triple header. My name is Sydney Crespo at kasama ko ang team managers ng ating teams, Sarangani Marlins at ng South Cotobato Warriors. Kausapin ko muna si Sir Andrew Bellarmino, ang kanilang team manager. Sir Andrew, good evening. Galing po kayo sa magandang panalo, no? But now currently your team is down 19 points. Ano nakita mo in the first half?
Una siguro yung maganda naging depensa kasi ng ng South Cotobato, no? Kaya medyo nahihirapan kami. Then plus yung mga veterans sila malalaki, then sa amin medyo maliliit yung namin. Pero we still trying our best, no, para makabalik dito sa second half.
Alright, so abangan po natin yan after this halftime interview. But for now, sirs, may mga babatiin po ba kayo?
Yung mga sponsors namin. Salamat kay SNMP, sa RK Hoops, tapos sa Global Trend, tapos Monkey Mike, Luca, Financlo, Red Dynasty, and PPP Party List. Then greet ko lang din yung family ko, wife ko, Pia, then yung birthday na anak ko tomorrow. Happy birthday. And welcome back sa kaibigan ko kay Terry and Louie.
Alright, thank you so much for your time, Sir Andrew. Now we have Sir Merman Flores, of course, the team manager of South Cotabato Warriors. On the other hand, sir, your team is up 52-33. What do you think is working well so far in this game?
I think we're running the ball well, playing good defense, and we're executing our offense. So hopefully magawa namin sa second half.
Para sa bounce back win din, sir. Anyone that you want to say thanks to tonight?
Yes, we would like to thank our sponsor, Jinky Skin, Gov Tamayo, RCS Sportswear, kay Boss Kevin ng Armor On, Team Osiris, and Sanman. And also we'd like to shout out sa mga nagra-rides ngayon dyan sa Mindanao, yung MPMC. Ride safe, ingat kayo lahat yan.
Sir Merman, thank you also for your time. Mga kaligaw, wag po kayong alis. Magbabalik ang MPBL.
South Cotabato on top against the Sarangani Marlins by 19 points dito sa Brenzy Giao Convention Center in San Fernando, Pampanga. It's a beautiful Friday night dito sa San Fernando, and malapit na mga parol maglalabasan dito, Coach Christian.
Pero, giant lanterns.
Oo, pero South Cotabato, sila ngayon ang nagpapasikat dito sa ating venue. South Cotabato on top by 19, and you gotta like what you're seeing from them because lahat nagko-contribute dito.
Tama ka dyan, no? At defense was an issue for Sarangani. Again, allowing 52 points in the first half. A potential 100-point game, obviously, for Jensen. And that
South Cotabato na.
South Cotabato. And Kyle Tolentino caught fire, late in that second quarter. And, to your point, it's been a collective effort scoring-wise for South Cotabato. Jamito was the only one to score in double figures, as you see, 10, 7, and 7.
11 players
and
scored.
6.
11 players scored.
Correct.
For South Cotabato.
Yeah. And compared to Sarangani, Marvin Hayes leads all scorer with 12. Pero yung mga sumunod sa kanya, 4-2, 4-2. Kaya ganyan naging kalamangan. And Larry Rodriguez opens up the second half with a classic jumper of his own.
Biggest lead of the game at 21 right now. Nakakabalik kaya dito ang Sarangani. It's the first time we're seeing Ryan Suwal in the ball game.
Dalawa lang yan si Dev. Either makabalik ito Sarangani o papasok na tayo sa episode 4
ng ating
podcast. Pero mukhang ayaw ni ni Marvin Hayes
iniisip nyo podcast.
Andito ba ako? 14 points na ako.
He completes the three-point play, the former JRU heavy bomber. Marvin Hayes. Ang tindi din, no? Because Marvin Hayes now still in the league, and James Sena now in the league. Sila yung front court pa dati ng JRU in 2008 or 2009.
John Wilson still in the league.
But mas bata si John Wilson sa kanila.
Ryan Suwal, by the way, first time to check in here sa larong ito dito sa second half.
Coach John Calios has an issue here with the call or the non-call.
No, the call, yung foul kay Suwal, kay Larry Rodriguez, which he thought was clean. Ayun, hindi malinis yun.
Jimmy Kosip is in the ball game for the first time as well. Joseph Celso ang kasama ni Marvin Hayes sa front court. Lars Sunga binigay kay Suwal.
Si Celso pala yun.
Oo.
Kala ko si Bonle yun.
Suwal fouled by Enzo Hoson while taking the three. One of the league's leading scorers, Ryan Suwal, I think number 2 right now, behind JC Marcelino. $18.6 per ball game. Meanwhile, let's go to Sydney Crespo.
Inisa-isa ni Coach John Calios ang mga maganda nilang nagawa previously versus top teams tulad sa Quezon, Davao, Rizal, and Pampanga. Pero, in-emphasize rin niya kanina sa dugout kung saan sila nahihirapan tulad sa transition defense and fast break points. He reminds his players to not focus on highlight-worthy plays now but instead, tiyagain ang execution sa larong ito. Lastly, avoid showing frustrations on missed shots and move on to the next play. They need to improve their body language. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Sydney. So, mabigat yung huddle kanina because I think body language really it plays a huge factor on performance on the floor.
To me, as a coach, it's everything. Really, it sets the tone for yourself, how you will perform and contribute to your team. And if you're, isa sa mga inaasahan, especially if you're the leader of the team, it sets the tone for your team.
And that's the emphasis of Coach John Calios. And they are the underdogs here, clearly. Hayes inside. Nandun si Pajarito. Para bantayan siya. Go back to Sual. Mark Cruz is there. Sual jacks up the 3. That's short. Celso with a rebound. Caliano on the right side. Caliano could not finish, pero may 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Sarangani has done a better job so far to start this quarter in terms of, their shot selections have been better.
And they've already forced 4 fouls.
4 fouls, getting to the basket and getting to the line, obviously. Pressure defense from the backcourt.
54-39. Pajarito. Oh, good pass. Inside, Larry Rodriguez. Great quick passing, touch passing getting to South Cotabato Warriors. 56-39. A little over 7 minutes remaining here. Caliano, layup is good. Hoson leaking out. Enzo Hoson, mintis ang layup. Pajarito on the stick back.
That's why you should never give up on the fast break, even though it looks like to be a sure layup. Pajarito, good trail and the cleanup.
Cruz, block. Hoson. Met him up top, Marvin Hayes. Josep goes back to the bench. Binalik na si Val Acuña. Under 7 minutes to play. In the third, Mark Cruz. Corner 3 is good.
He can average 15 points if he wants to. And the thing with Mark Cruz, especially as a point guard, he really looks to look for his teammates, especially at the start of the game.
Yeah, Ryan Sual, did you see that shot? Nakaano na siya, nakatagilid na siya. 5 puntos na para kay Ryan Sual.
Bumawas mga average yan eh. First 2.5 months, nasa 20 points per game yan. Tama ba?
Oo. Christian Pajarito piling up the points here.
Beautiful backdoor and drop pass by Hoson.
Lead is back up to 19. Caliano. Celso is open. Celso thought about it. Back to Caliano. Corner 3. Too strong. Rebound ni Lars Sunga. Sunga could not get the roll. Rebound. Mark Cruz. And an error there from Mark. Naagaw ni Sual. Caliano. Sunga inside. Blocked by Larry Rodriguez. I must say, a rejuvenated Larry Rodriguez. Also touch pass. Oh, great passing. And if you're Coach John, you will not be happy with the way you play defense there. Walang masyado bumalik. Dalawa lang.
For sure, because Pajarito outran pretty much everyone except for one blue shirt defending the fast break.
Sunga inside. Basket was the foul para kay Lars Sunga.
Sunga has struggled shooting the basketball, but I really like how he has played hard on both ends. 1 for 7 before this shot. You see how hard he gets for that rebound and shows a little bit of his athleticism. A little twist in the air, 180 finish.
Sunga at the line. Quick shout out sa ating mga kaibigan nanonood. And one of them goes by the name of Steve Hanash.
Sa inyo ba to?
Hindi.
Iba pa?
Iba pa.
Okay.
Iba pa. Hindi ko na ano yun. Let's leave it at that.
Kumusta po kayo, former two-time MVP?
65-47. Jammer Hamito. Val Acuna. Oh, Enzo Hoson. He has to fire. Jammer Hamito. Excellent game so far para kay Jammer. Mark Cruz nails the three. He's got 6 points.
A beautiful extra pass twice by the shooter Val Acuna. First one missed by Hoson. Gets the second one after the offensive rebound, this time by Mark Cruz.
Here's Alves.
Palpal ulit ni Larry Rodriguez.
Okay, may question ako. And we mentioned Val Acuna, he's coaching now.
Right.
As we bring you this fast break of the game brought to you by Sportsmax, powered by Playmax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max as Hoson finishes the break. Is it different now? Is your play much different now that you're coaching and at the same time playing?
Oh, definitely.
Kasi magbabago. Marami na nanonood sa yung mga tinuturuan mo eh.
You mean for...
Like for someone like Val Acuna.
Yeah, definitely. Because you're gonna have to walk the talk more.
Diba?
Okay?
Kaya yun, pwede ni Val Acuna i-capture ang clip na yon at ipakita sa mga player niya.
Totoo yan.
Ito yung dapat yung gawin sa sitwasyon na yon.
Totoo yan. And at the same time, because what you're saying is he's wearing two hats now. Diba?
Yeah.
As a player and as a coach. And I could very much relate to that. But at the same time, as a player, he should improve more at the same because he sees the court differently. He should see the court differently at a much sort of like microscopic sense of it. Seeing the whole floor, how the play would develop, defensively, reading rotations and all that. Because that's something that coaches always do, watching film. It allows you to make adjustments inside the floor and anticipate, what is most likely to happen.
Kaya alam ko na bakit there was interest sa services mo nung pangatlong season ng MPBL.
Possibly.
Kasi nag-transition ka na into coaching eh.
No, actually.
And you were still playing pretty much regularly.
Well, if that's how you see it, but that took a while because I've been coaching since 2008.
Balikan kita. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. So, nalagay ka ngayon, ha? Hindi nila alam, nasingit natin yung podcast natin sa... Sabi ko sa'yo, we will not run out of quality topics here sa ating coverage.
Lalo na ngayon, 20 na yung kalamangan.
So, Al misses the three. Tolentino. Here's Dumapig. Kyle Tolentino. Acuna, down low to Hamito. Dumapig, that power dribble. Dalawang mahabang player ang nasa harap niya. And they get the stop, Sarangani. That's the #1 shot blocker in the league, King de Sacramento. May
technical pa.
Technical on Nico Elorde. Not happy with the call.
May nasabi sigurong hindi masyado matamis. And that's rare.
Yeah.
For Nico Elorde. He's probably one of the coolest players in terms of not being hot-headed in the league. Certainly one of the more competitive ones. Kaya hindi mo nakitang nag-react din itong si Coach Elvis.
Yeah, and Sual nails the technical free throw. And nasa penalty na po. Kanina pa yung South Cotabato. Kaya 2 free throws para kay Ryan Sual. Imagine mo, pinasok ka na lang nung second half na, pero dami mo ng puntos, Ryan Sual. 9 points in the ball game para kay Ryan Sual in this quarter alone. 69 to 52, a foul on Madayag.
I like what Coach Elvis reading his lips and hearing some of it. Sinasabi niya kay Kyle, papasa mo rin pala, hindi mo pa inagahan. Inantay mo pa yung double team.
Dumapig inside, he banks it in. 4 points para kay Chris Dumapig, and very interesting. I know we've had a lot of father and son.
I was about to go
that's
there.
That's I think the
Oh my
the
gosh.
next.
I was about to go there because let me go first.
Okay.
I must say I am impressed with Coach Elvis, to both of them really, how they are handling this.
Jomar Madayag! Sabi niya, from way downtown to beat the shot clock, Acuna,
Babawiin.
Tolentino gets the putback. Okay.
Brings us back, Tolentino right on cue. For how they are handling this situation, you know, talking about Coach Elvis and Kyle. For those who don't know, mag-ama po yan. Kaya Tolentino apelido niyan. Missed by Tolentino, Hamito, walang pito. And because ang hirap, I cannot imagine being in Coach Elvis's shoes. I don't think I can do it really.
Yeah, and you have 3 sons, huh?
Yeah, I have 3 boys, and you know, they all love basketball. My youngest Penny, he's only 4, but the first two, they love basketball.
Tingnan muna natin ang 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One Stop Shop Appliances from way downtown near half court para kay Jomar Madayag. That leads us to this timeout. We will be right back sa aming podcast topic dito sa Benzigiao Convention Center. 20-point lead for South Cotabato. This fan of the game is brought to you by Jinky Skin. And going back to our discussion, no, laban po ng South Cotabato at Sarangani tayo. Lamang ang South Cotabato ng 20 points with 1 minute and 28 left here in the third.
Yeah, I was saying, yun nga, hindi ko ma-imagine yung sitwasyon nito dalawang to, no, mag-ama. Because if I were in this situation, I would probably put more pressure on my son to perform. Especially not as a father, but really as a coach. And, you know, I don't want that. Because
And look at Cal Tolentino hustling for that loose ball.
Because I say that because no matter what people say or think, especially in team, you know, those who are inside the team, you know, management, teammates, whoever, it will always be something. Kahit na people are not saying something. And so I think what's important is that, number one, especially if your son is given the chance to play, and Kyle plays a lot, I think it's important that your son has to be really good, really good, and he performs not only to expectations but above expectations to be blameless. Yeah, and I'm not sure as a father if I want to put my son in that position. Although I see the advantages as well, obviously. Because as a father, you know your son's both capabilities and inabilities.
And limitations.
And limitations. So, you know, but it's really a fine line.
Very difficult. Very, very difficult. It's a unique and interesting story as as the South Cotabato continues its journey this season sa kanilang South Division. And we've had that, Kevin and Coach Louis Alas had Letran had the same dynamic.
Yeah, and this is something different naman between Marlo and Matt Aquino years ago in Bacoor. Iba naman yun, ha? Okay?
Robert Jaworski.
And Dudut Jaworski. I would say iba rin yun. Okay? But that's why it's going to be interesting to me, although this is not really an exact similar situation. That's why people are interested to see, no matter what you say, as Calvo hits a 3. I mean, the LeBron-Bronny thing.
Yeah. But it's always a hot topic.
Diba?
On the same team.
LeBron's not the head coach by title. Okay? Let's just put it that way. By title.
Gusto na yata nitong international yung aking kasama dito, guys. Okay? Let's hold it at that, okay? Mr. Luanzon, he's ready to give
I'm a Laker fan.
His hot take, okay?
Lakers Nation to.
The highlights of the game are brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. And you see how good the South Cotabato Warriors have been in this ball game. They're up by 19. Pero the highlight of the game has been this near half-court shot by Jomar Madayag in the third quarter. As
gusto ko yung pero mo.
We bring this to a close. Tatlong quarters na tayo dito. And South Cotabato still in the lead. This third quarter score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Presenting our Suzuki Muscular and Sporty fan of the game, just like the Avenes, do more and achieve more with the Muscular and Sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avenes, oras na para magmotor. Focus ka dyan, JP Calvo, ha? Fourth quarter underway. And South Cotabato looking to finish the job here as they chase. Oh, ganda ng third quarter dito ng Sarangani, tying the South Cotabato output of 26 points as Zach Sanfelipe with a left-handed scoop.
Well, that's why we've been saying since the first half that the issue with Sarangani is not on the offensive end. It's really on the defensive end. That third quarter, an example of it, they scored 26 points, but they also allowed 26 points.
Kawamura, Destacamento, Diputado, San Felipe, and Alves ang lima sa loob.
Tama ka na ron. Oo.
Diputado, misses the three.
Si Kawamura na yun, hindi na si San Felipe yan. Pero sabay sila ngayon sa loob.
Oo. Tolentino launches the three.
Way off.
Puro board ang tinamaan. Travel. Oh. (78-61). Marvin Hayes comes in para kay King Destacamento. Another 9 minutes to play. They go to Tolentino. Attacks. Kyle with a hang time move. He'll get 2 free throws. And Yuki Kawamura is whistled for the personal. And Tolentino misses the first foul shot. And sila po yung topic kanina ng aking kasama dito na Nung napunta na sa NBA, tinigil na namin. Kasi ano na. But
Wouldn't you watch though?
I would.
Di ba?
I would.
I mean,
Pag na-activate yun si ano. Almost a steal by JP Calvo. Completed by Dumapic.
and I think the jerseys, as soon as he was drafted, the next day or that week, sold out kagad ni Bronny.
Kaya nga eh.
Calvo 9 points after that 3.
So 82-61. The lead is back up to 21. Ryan Suwal. Mahaling returns para kay Chris Dumapig. Diputado, binigay kay Marvin Hayes. Back to Rev Diputado. Two-man game with Hayes. Hayes attacks. Madayag. Basket plus the foul. Right. Move without the ball there para kay Madayag and found himself underneath.
The movement of the ball and the timing is critical, especially if it's a hard show on the initial action. As everybody's trying to recover from their man, every time you move off the ball, even if you're the smallest guy inside, it can put pressure on the defense.
Pressure here for Sarangani. 11 points para kay Madayag. Coson. They go to Mahali. Coson. Calvo relocates. Calvo. Fade away. Will not get the bounce. Pacquiao. Unable to get the 2 points pero makukuha niya yung free throws dito. Rene Pacquiao, free throw brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Mintis ang unang free throw. (83-64). Hayes inside. Takes it out. Madayag for 3. No go. Celso. Labas kay Sual. Ayan Sual. Binigay kay Hayes. Natapik. Naagaw ni Calvo. Double dribble.
Coach Elvis disagrees with it. Still a 19-point lead though for South Cotobato. This was the play. Turnover by Sarangani.
Yeah, ano niya, inawakan niya.
Yeah.
Here's Madayag. Go to Hayes. Atake si Marvin Hayes. He's done a tremendous job here for Sarangani. Marvin Hayes. They're still down by 17.
Make that 19 again.
At di mo alam kung ano kaya ang lamang dito ng South Cotabato kung wala pa si Marvin Hayes. Celso gathers. Celso banks it in. Good pass there for Madayag. Mahaling is fouled by Marvin Hayes.
Kinapitan ni Marvin Hayes, and that was the smart thing to do, or else that would have been a hard fall. Asking for an unsportsmanlike foul is Coach Elvis. I don't think they should call it an unsportsmanlike for upgrade it.
And it looks like they will review it here.
Negative foul, yeah. It's a good thing though, Marvin kumapit siya. Kundi he would have landed on his back on the floor.
More on self-protection yun eh. Yung ginawa ni Marvin Hayes. (86-68). Sarangani actually shooting more free throws. Pacquiao is blocked by Celso. Last touch by Celso. Maylan Landicho.
Back in the game again after seeing action in the first half.
Ang hindi na lang nakascore dito si Landicho, Kosip. Everyone else has scored. Calvo. Maylan takes that jumper. It's good.
Narinig ka.
Good to see South Cotabato having fun. 88-68. Celso looking for a teammate. Nakuha ni Soal. Ryan Soal short on the three. Long rebound. And Dicho fighting for it. Loose ball. Sorella. Dire-diretso si Sorella. Basket plus the foul. This is just a terrific play galing sa South Cotabato, and if there are doubts how much they were willing and determined to play today, ito yung example nun.
Correct. Kaya nabanggit natin yan sa pregame, no? After that tough loss, hard-fought loss against Pampanga last Monday. And this is the perfect response if you're Coach Elvis para sa iyong koponan.
Narsung draws the foul on Pacquiao. I think si Kosip na nga lang yung hindi nakaka-score dito, and he will be given an opportunity here. JP Calvo. That's a breather. (91-68). There's Sunga. Misses the free throw.
Pangilang episode na?
Nag-break tayo eh.
Nagpakita ng signs of life eh. Ito Sarangani.
Pacquiao thought about it. Lumapit. Pacquiao.
Tulak.
Against Delmar Mahaling. Sarangani already over the limit with the 5 minutes to play here. And South Cotabato malapit na rin sa penalty. One more foul. Foul on Kosip. Paano masaya sila sa Coach Christian?
Everything okay?
Parang people here are just laughing all around us. And they don't, the people don't even know why. You have to get an explanation. Well, speaking of having fun and actually yung overtime tally ng mga direktor natin.
Hindi ako tatlo
Tatlo, alam mo bakit tatlo
kasi isang game.
Isang game, tatlong overtime yung kinakuha mo.
Akala ko game ang so ang binibilang literal yung overtime.
Kada session, kada 5 minutes.
Okay.
Ryan Soal knocks down the 3. 30 points pa rin ang lamang dito ng South Cotabato, and can you imagine me? May isa na akong triple overtime, may isa pa akong double overtime, 5 agad. And all the while, I thought that Mix Gomez was the runaway leader.
Right.
Eh,
Ikaw pala.
he just forced a deadlock last night.
Well, in the world of commentating or broadcasting, I guess that's a sign of being a hard worker. To put it in an
Pero yung sa mga director,
optimistic perspective.
pero sa mga director natin, nag-lead change daw kagabi.
Sino na ang lamang?
Si Direk Freddy na. 91-71. Kasi for a while, ang laki ng lamang ni Direk Bernard eh. For a
Right.
while.
Right.
Oh, there's a foul up top. Delmar Mahaling giving that one up on King Destacamento. So pero mahaba pa eh. There's a little over a month left in the regular season.
Right. Around 8 to 9 games per team.
May iba 6-7 na lang, yung iba 8.
Right.
Kaya masaya to eh, yung race for the playoffs natin eh. Just the first point para kay King Destacamento. So Wamura returns. Nandicho. There's a double team. Good catch by Mahaling to relieve the pressure. Mahaling gets it back. Layup won't go. And Pacquiao put back 3 points para kay Rene Pacquiao. And 4 na minuto na lang yung natitira dito. Sowal from way out. Yes! Ryan Sowal did not play in the first half but meron na siyang 15 puntos dito. Andicho, left-handed scoop, won't go. Sorella with the offensive rebound. Kosip. Ang atake, si Kosip. Got blocked there. Madayag to Destacamento. 3 points now para kay King. 16 points ang lamang. There's a foul. And that will mean free throws para kay Maylan.
She's still showing some fight, no? Itong Sarangani.
Watch this play of the game brought to you by Suzuki. It's King Destacamento off the feed from Madayag. And Dicho at the line. 3:15 remaining in the ball game. And crowd here at the Brenzigao Convention Center. Slowly filling up the seats in anticipation of the game of the Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Kalaban ng Iloilo Royals.
Yeah.
Kay CJ Cancino-less Iloilo Royals.
And Pampanga will be protecting home court. No, they have not lost here in the last 2 seasons. Destacamento to Benji Jimenez, short on the 3.
That is a remarkable record. What's the exact wins dito para sa kanila?
And that is something that we have to check because it will include the playoffs kung titingnan mo. Kosip getting the steal kasi marami-rami. And also they're chasing 22 straight regular season wins. Kosip, wala pa rin. Siya na lang hindi nakakashoot dito. Sorella launches the 3. Off to the right. 2:14 left in the ball game. All over but the final score, 94-77. So what? Launches the 3. It's an air ball. Last 2 minutes brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Kosip. Jumper. Won't go. Mahaling. Wala pa rin. Rebound ni Destacamento. To Suwal. Suwal launches the three. Nandicho. Binigay kay Sorella. Mahaling against Destacamento.
Nandicho's open. Ayun, extra pass.
Gossip. He's still looking for his first basket. The only player who has yet to score for South Cotabato, although he has a couple of steals already. Nandicho sa ilalim. Labas sa 3-point line. Maylan. It's over the top. And South Cotabato will get back to the win column and really continue to complicate matters in the South Division dun sa
Logjam.
Oo, logjam dun. From number 3 to number 7 in that division.
Now this puts them tied with Davao. The fourth spot, 15-8 after this win. And creates a 2-game separation. Dahil nasa likod nila si Binyan Tatakjel, no? At 13-8. Paranaque Patriots at 13-9. How about Negros? Obviously, retooled that roster before the deadline. Now in the 8th spot, 3 games above Iloilo. That's why it's an important game for Iloilo mamaya.
Yep, that's true. 95-80 ang ating final score.
Possibly the biggest upset if they could pull it off. Dito sa Pampanga.
That is a big if.
That's a big if.
And a big ask for the Iloilo United Royals. On the other hand, they handle business here, the South Cotabato Warriors. And our best player of the game is brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. And Cal Tolentino leads South Cotabato to this convincing win. 10 points and 10 rebounds. And you gotta like the effort from Kyle. And as we mentioned, yung standard sa kanya, medyo iba dahil nga dun sa pinag-usapan natin kanina. But he surely, when it comes to working hard, kita natin dito yan.
Pinag-uusapan ba niyan o hindi? Trust me, it exists. But I think what's important is, games like this, not only being the best player of the game, but how he played. I thought he played hard. I thought he played with a high level of focus on both ends. That's why he deserves this BPG.
South Cotabato final score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball and partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Let's go to Sydney Tesco.
Thank you so much, Sadelf and Coach Christian. Yes, another double-double performance para kay Kyle Tolentino. 10 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Ang best player ng South Cotabato Warriors. Kyle, congratulations. South Cotabato dominated this game early at magandang bounce-back win ito para sa inyo. Saan ba kayo naging confident sa larong ito laban sa Sarangani?
Siguro sa ano lang namin, dun sa execution namin, yung game plan namin ngayong game. Medyo pinagandaan talaga namin itong game na to kasi the past few games, medyo struggling talaga kami. Ako, personally, struggling talaga ako sa offense ko. So, ngayong game, medyo nag-exert ako ng effort ngayong game ko talaga kinuha yung confidence ko, yung hustle ko, yung small details, lalo sa mga small details sa mga kulang sa game ko. And yun, sana madala namin to sa mga susunod naming games and hopefully sa playoff.
Speaking of mga susunod na games, sabi ni Coach Elvis na gusto niyang makita yung winning attitude ng Warriors sa inyong last 5 regular games. Ikaw personally, how do you make sure na consistent ang iyong winning attitude?
Siguro yung mentality naman na in-instill sa akin ni Coach Elvis, yung winning attitude talaga simula bata pa lang ako. And ayun, halos lahat naman ng mga teammates ko dito meron ng championship experience. So hopefully magamit namin yun sa mga sunod na games namin kasi yung mga sunod na games namin hindi naman biro kumbaga contender talaga. So ayun, hopefully magtuloy-tuloy yung magandang laro namin and sana makuha namin yung gusto namin na mangyari.
Kaya may mga babatiin ka?
Meron, unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako sa mga sponsors namin. Thank you sa RCS Sportswear, sa Jinky Skin. Thank you Mayora Lorelei Pacquiao, ABC Press Councilor Bobby Pacquiao, Ruel Pacquiao, and Governor Tamayo, Senator Manny Pacquiao, and Ma'am Jinky Pacquiao. Sa lahat ng mga taga-Jensan at sa lahat ng mga South Cotabato, maraming salamat po sa inyo. And of course, sa family ko, kila Mama, kay Kirk, kila Ate Chu, sa mga teammates ko, kila Christian, and sa teammate ko kay Marwin, sa anak niya, and yung mga kaibigan ko sa Marikina, and sa kaibigan ko sa Letran, sila Marty, sila Matt, sino pa ba? Yun lang.
Congratulations, Kyle Tolentino, ang ating best player, brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Sydney, and Cal Tolentino leading South Cotabato to another win, their 15th of the season. Meanwhile, abangan nyo ang laban ng Iloilo and Pampanga. That's coming right up dito lang sa Brenzigiao Convention Center in Pampanga.